What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Alright, this is Songers again. And as requested, we're going to do the Dominion tier list. Now, this is going to be console primarily because that's what I play on, and I noticed that there's almost no list about it. And so, with that in mind, just a little bit about me. Right now, I'm currently ranked 8th in duels on Xbox. My GT is Songer MDM. Just for proof. And then I have played competitive Dominion. It's not my thing, but I have played it. So that's my experience. I'll be doing a casual list, so this takes into account how easy ganks are to do versus what can be done, because I know what can be done versus what is practical are two very different things. All right, so let's get into it. I'll be taking into account feats, anti-gank ability, 1v1 ability, all the good stuff, rotation speed, and coordination with other heroes. So let's get into it. Let's start with the Wu Lin. Zanhu went up to B+. What if JJ was worse is the question that Zanhu answers. Still very strong with the unblockables, 2 different timings, and with the CCU, got her to deflate sometimes. So he got a lot better. Superior block. His feats are okay. They're not great, but they're okay. But his core of his kit is what makes him him. All right, Monk. But he's in B. He's not great. He used to be stronger. It's easy to coordinate ganks. He can cover his teammates well. Great team fighter. And because of his feats, he can rotate instantly. Key trap is invaluable information. And his second feat where he can just project and go and he's right there. Huge. Can track down low HP enemies, can help and assist in teammates that are about to die, all that good stuff. B, if he still had Revenge Lock on Kick, he'd be up at B+, but he does not. JJ, A tier. We all know this. Great anti-ganking. I don't know why Heavy has Revenge Attacks. That has always surprised me. He's phenomenal at team fighting with those huge hitboxes and tracking. You better watch out if you're in a team fight with a JJ. Be on your toes. Always be ready for that unblockable to slap you no matter how far away you are from him. He'll frickin' ballerina twirl over you and you guys get hit. Tiandi. He's really good at stalling. And then once he gets that third and fourth feet, he's even better. One of the best stallers in the game once he gets those 2 feats. However, he is kind of feat dependent. His team fight is okay. And his team fight is okay. His feats are all about stalling. But to be honest, he's a B. He's strong. He's not bad per se. The kick gank, he doesn't have a lot of ganks. It's the kick gank. Light guarantees kick. And then you go from there, and because it's a super hard move, you're locked in. But because he's feat dependent, I'd rather have Warlord or Black Prior or even Lawbringer, even now, in a forced game mode than Tiandi, just because they'll be better at ganking too, and they can do more. So, B, still strong. Have fun with who you want to play. Looks you B-. Her role is to gank. People do her role better. She's trash at anti-ganking. She's so bad. And she basically just has the trap mechanic. That's all she has. Oh, by the way, her 4th feat is now overshadowed by a 1st feat of the new character. So, speaking of new character, I'm going to put her at the bottom of A. Good team fight. Her feats are busted as shit. Not as bad as they used to be, but that's what they are. Yeah, we all know this. A. Gladiator, also an A. Second best ganker in the game, or roamer in the game. That's his role. Kinda crazy. He's got the toe stab for damage. You all know this. Super easy gank to do. Toe stab for heavy. Just so good. It's a bash gank and the bash does damage. It's just good. Good rotation speed. Okay feats. Yeah. Hey.
Black Prior also an A. Amazing support role. Can anti-gank, can gank. Sinister Shield is busted. Revenge Attacks is, I mean, Oathbreaker is busted. Umbral Shelter is a win button. Yeah, and then he has the Bulwark stance, which is what you should be running. Sorry for yawning, I'm just always doing that. Okay. If I have to talk for more than 5 seconds. Centurion, B+, good ganks. Okay, team fight. B. Good ganks, okay, team fight. Overshadowed by other people. Can substitute for mid clear, okay feats. Conqueror, also B. Phenomenal at stalling. And that's it. His team fight is okay. You have to do bash for heavy if you want to do anything with Conqueror, which takes coordination, which is why he's down here. He is up here-ish if you're in competitive, but for casual in B. Stick him at a point, and if he's really good, and just zone, spin to win. Obviously, it's more complicated than that, but you get the point. Easy anti-ganks. Lawbringer. He was here. He's still strong. I'm gonna put him in B+, to be honest with you. Even though they got rid of his hyper armor, his bust recoveries and really good ganks make him so strong. I'm so sorry for yawning so much. They're gonna kill me in the comments. Where are my knights? Warden, B-. Everybody does his job better than him. Never pick Warden, you're trash. I'm just kidding, reverse. But yeah, not great. Mid-clear is his role. Yeah, he's mid-clear and it's kind of utility pick like Raider, but worse. Yeah, just pick Estrella if you like the playstyle of Warden and want to be helpful in Force. Not helpful. Very unhelpful. But not as unhelpful as PK. No real pressure. At the high level, she's probably like B tier because there's some advanced ganks that you can do, but she's only really good in casual in conjunction with Shaman. And Trash Can, you can literally just external her. She has Aramusha problems now, so not a big deal. D tier. Horrible. Vikings. Zerk. I mean, like, has an unblockable. He's like here in competitive because of his gank, but for practical purposes, in casual, I'm gonna put him ahead of Nuxia. Yeah, I'm gonna put him here. Yeah, maybe here. Yeah, B- to B, one of those two. I mean, he's got midget arms, and he has to. His dodge recoveries are all into lights that don't have enhanced properties and can get parried, and so yeah, he does have hyper armor though, which is really nice and decent anti-gank ability. But I would rather have other assassins than Berserker in Force. Yorm dropped to B+. I'll put him at the top. The reason for this is because even though I talked about this, his 1v1 ability did get much better in this update due to his overall damage and stamina damage being buffed. Although it did get dropped again, the stamina damage at least. His core of what made him him was his first two feats, Heal on Bash and Shield on Slam. Both those got nerfed heavily. And so in that scenario, he just doesn't stall as well as he used to. I'm going to put him at the top of B+. That's that. Valkyrie, C tier. You will probably help the other team more than your teammates if you play Valkyrie. That's all I'm going to say. Warlord, A tier still. Bottom of it, though. Yeah, it still has busted recovery on zone, crushing counters, enhanced lights, headbutt. I mean, just some good stuff right there. Just some good stuff, I'm going to say, because he can feed a lot of revenge. I'm going to put him in B+ for casual. But in competitive, he's still at A tier, maybe even S. But yeah, super strong, great at stalling, good team fighter. Yeah, Raider, B+. Jack of all trades, master of none, can flex to mid-clear, rotates pretty fast, good team fight, solid anti-gank and stalling capabilities. Just the jack of all trades kind of player, kind of like Lawbringer in that sense. Good health pool, He's got Fury Flask, if you want. So, just a good player. I mean, fun character. I'm gonna put him ahead of Zanhu. Probably ahead of Lawbringer now. Yeah, I like Raider. So, I've always liked playing Raider in duels and in Force. Highlander, B plus. He got better in 1v1s, and so he's more viable in Force. Now that he has a real defensive stance, he's more viable in Force. Yeah, I like this a lot. Put him in B plus. Yep. Okay. Shaman still S tier. Easiest gank in the game. I will say it does take some coordination, so we're gonna put her. Yeah, no, S tier. Yeah, rotations are insane. Yeah, you kind of in comp. She's also S tier. It's just how it is. And then my favorite, the Samurai. I'm gonna put Orochi in B minus. His quickness, his feats, Kai, and Kunai guaranteed damage. Now he has real pressure. Let's put him in B plus. B minus. Yeah, I like this. He was in C. He moved up just a little bit, which is fun for him. Yeah, still has the problem with getting to his unblockable, kind of like Zerk in team fights, but it's okay. Hito. B. What if Shigoki was worse is the question that Hitakiri answers now. Speaking of the fat man, he rose in viability. I played him in an actual comp tournament, and I think I went 10-4 as an anchor / mid rotator. So, his recoveries they downsized them a little bit, which was wonderful on his heavy finishers. It's still bad, but it's not as bad, giving him a little bit more viability, and the fact that he's kind of busted in ones right now. And we always knew about the hug and the charged heavy. He's kind of like Highlander, but a little bit better. In just scariness, So, yeah, I mean, Shugo. Put him up to B plus, man. Aramusha, C tier. He wasn't B. He's so abysmal, and his rules mid-clear has been lessened due to the nerf to body count and the nerf to Aramusha in general. I'm going to put him ahead of Valk, though. Still a strong anti-gank, though, but the team fight was lost due to the speed of his heavies not being as much anymore, so I'm going to put him in C tier. Shinobi, let's put him in B minus. If you know what you're doing with Shinobi, he has a very high skill curve and also bitch curve. You need to be kind of a bitch to play Shinobi. But once he gets that revenge attacks, Shinobi has the highest revenge gain out of any character in the game. And so once you add revenge attacks into the mix, he can actually stall extremely well and be a nuisance in team fights because of that. Once he gets that third feat, the stamina regen, he can spam zone. It's just kind of like Tiandi, where the more feats he gets, the more viable he becomes. And towards the ends of the game, he's kind of like here, if you know what you're doing. He's just such a nuisance, and Tiandi is more like here. However, because he's so feat dependent, B minus. Nobu, C, just bad. Like, I don't know, her role is mid-clear, I guess. An anchor. Pick someone else. Kensei, A tier still. One of the best Force characters. Can mid-clear, can anti-gank, can team fight. Does it all. His 1v1 got better. I'm going to put him ahead of JJ just because of that. So, this is my list. I'm going over it again. Let me look at it. I only have one D tier, Peacekeeper, garbage, never play her. And I have one Shaman, super, super fucking good. Yeah, and then I have super strong, solid, below average, bad, horrible. Okay, yep. I like this. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video and my short explanation as to why certain characters got better and certain characters got worse. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and a comment. I'll see you guys around.